Hello YouTube, it is me, Ashen Ninja, and you should subscribe to my channel, and I say that now because I always forget to say that at the end. Now, since we have had the culmination of the Empire how-to, I am going to move on to Malekith with that. We got a nice victory with the Empire, chalked up some of those things you're supposed to chase, achievements or something. I don't know. I don't really go for achievements, but whatever. So here we go. We're going from the shiny knight of the Empire to the BDSM king of the Warhammer world, in his armor that has been glued to him by his own skin, which essentially is what it is. It's, you know, he walked into the Phoenix Flame, he got all burnt to a crisp, they attached armor to it. So he's in earlier lore, I think it's been retconned now, he also had like an incest relationship with his mother, but don't know how he managed to do that with armor glued to him. So anyway, we'll move on from that. So the initial challenge for Malekith is hard. He what does he do? He gives a percentage of his XP earned to other lords. And because he also has the loyalty function in there, he can actually have loyalty loss if other lords are higher rank than him. So the combination of those two isn't that helpful. Diplomatic relations plus 30 with Cult of Pleasure, who I believe is his mother. So take from that what you will. Lord effects, he just reduces the upkeep for Blackguard, Nagaron, Dread Spears, Bleak Swords, and Dark Shards for his army. So these guys are cheaper. Good for the start of the campaign, later on, meh. Race attributes, you get Black Arcs, which are really good for recruiting all over the place, and they help you battle. You get slaves to make money out of them, so you do some nice World War II style economy there. And you get murderous prowess, so as you kill more, you want to kill even more, and your dudes get better because you're killing. Yeah, Killington kills all killings. Well, let's go. Let's get in. Initially, all you've got is Nagaron, of course, and because of the most recent, excuse me, jeez, already yawning. I've only just finished my coffee. Because of the most recent DLC, Shadow and the Blade, with Clan Ashen and what's his face? Let's just get out of that. You actually start with an ally, and really you shouldn't start with allies. Allies suck, but you don't want to take out that alliance just yet, because that absolutely tanks your reliability. So wait 10 turns, basically. Turn 11, go for it. For now, let's see if we can... The first thing we should do is some diplomacy. Let's see if there is any non-aggressions and trade packs we can get to start with. So everyone just kind of hates each other around here and happily stab each other in the back. So
Mother of despair, who seeks the mistress of Harganet?
I don't want to give her military access at the moment. Alright, so we've got a couple of those. Now to Nagaron itself. So we start off with just been able to get Bleak Swords and Dark Shards. As you can see, normally 150 and 112 is their upkeep. In his army, 75, 56, well that's Dread Spears, but they're pretty cheap too. They're normally about the 300-ish, so 163 is pretty good. Got a Reaper Bolt Thrower, which is nice. We do start with a Fire Sorceress, and they are excellent. She's only intelligent though, which is a bit of a bummer. You want Spiteful as the trait you do want. but ambush defense chance +10 is still pretty good, so I'll still pretty happy with that. Let's have a look at the Witch King himself. Usual blue line, he gets more captures, enemy captured. Red line's normal. He does have a line of magic, which I'm probably not even going to pay that much attention to. I don't really think it's that good, personally. Chill Wind is okay-ish. Apparently it's good against armor. Blade Wind, again, it's okay, it's not great. Really, the fire magic is better than his magic. Now, you can make your own decisions on that. His melee ability is pretty good. Gaze of Malice is quite good. Because you do want him to get on his dragon, Seraphon, and get into melee. So I like to make him a melee lord. And I'm probably going to go... I don't know if I'm going to go with Tyrant or War Leader yet. Probably end up going with Tyrant. Just because you've got, you know, more income from slaves, less public order penalties, your slave decline goes down. So in the end, I like this one because it makes more money. And more money means more armies, means more killing, etc, etc. Anyway, that's enough of my blather for now. Let's, okay, so he's going to receive slaves. We're going to go with request additional slaves. So we're going to make this our main slave market.
You called?
Because the slave economy is quite important here. And let's start trying to consolidate our little province. So first thing we'll do is send her up there. Next thing we'll do is fix our camera speed so that people move faster on the map. Because it's painfully slow. Alright, that's better. Alright, we're going to move Malekith a bit up here as well. Not all the way, but a bit. Because I want him to do some recruiting. We're going to get Dark Shards. Blackheart Corsairs, they do not have enough range as far as I'm concerned. And we've got really... I'll probably do with 1 or 2 more melee units to start. Overall, don't need a lot. Dark Shards will sort shit out. Well, got a lot of choice here. We can either have choose or die, or choose or die. More income from slaves, and we're going to move then down into founded on tyranny so that we can open up more growth and more income. And so that's more casualties post-battle as well. So, more casualties. Recruited, I should say. Recruited against their will. So, lords we can get are generally... You can get quite a few different sorceresses. There's Beastmasters now as well. So that's the trait I was talking about, Spiteful. Weapon strength +5 and melee attack +3. Very good trait. But enough of that for now. Let's get into the next turn. And once we start getting some slaves, we'll start going through the way slave economy works and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. We get to see Malice Darkblade as well because, I don't know, apparently we're his ally. He drinks potions that we give him to stop him being overtaken by his demon. It's a real bummer that we don't get like an income from that. Because that'd be handy. Then you'd want to stay allies with him. Instead of just like chucking him to the vicious winds of doom. Now, I don't think he can quite make it to Caldra. That's fine. She can search the ruins because they're Skaven ruins. You can tell that by the Skaven guy standing here next to it. That's all basically slaves, I believe. If it's like every other time I've played. So we'll get him going that way. We start her into her fire skills. Getting a Dark Pegasus is nice for her as well. Get her flying around the battlefield, blowing shit up. Yep. We have no slaves yet. We'll have a look in slave economy anyway. So, basically, you get a certain amount of slaves, and those slaves make an income. Simple as that. They do affect your public order though, and you do have a slave decline. So the more slaves you've got in individual provinces where you don't have a lot of slave decline, the better. So basically you pile them into certain provinces and just deal with them in there. A real good trick that some people use is you get another province that you have bad public order in, and you just farm revolts in that province. Revolt, 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 and you dump all the slaves you get from those revolts into your main province. And money just builds up from there. Alright, Malekith, we're going to send you to Har-Kaldra. As you can see, it's just slaves, and there's really no point in actually fighting that battle. So, ooh, hello, yep, pop her in there. Oh, that's a good one to get right now as well. Extra 10% post-battle loot. So I'm just going to auto-resolve that to start, just so that we can get through. So you can see here, 458 slaves. We'll get plenty of unit replenishment, and we get nice and close to having a rebellion already. And since we've stopped, we'll unit of dread spears, just one. And more dark shards. Now Malekith, I'm going to start with his blue line, just because I will be using him as a melee unit mostly. And I'm actually going to repair these to slightly slow down the rebellion. I don't think it'll really work, but that's alright. Give her Burning Head, perfect for fighting Skaven.
Come, see my cauldron.
Come and see your cauldron, eh? She's getting a bit flirty over there, I think.
Tiresome.
I don't know about this whole... Yeah, come and see my cauldron. Yeah. For pickup lines, that might not be one of the best. But, just speculating. I've been married for a long time, so, you know, I don't really need to worry about pickup lines. I don't know, go into the bar. Would you like me to stir your cauldron? It's probably going to be met with being punched in the ladle. So, I'd watch out on that one. Don't know about anyone else. I don't want to be punched there. Alright, let's send her forward, because what we can do... Yep, get rid of that. Come on.
I know the way.
So we want her to keep looking in these, because these are all Skaven. We know this, it's not really a problem, but it means she gets a lot of levels up early on. We get Kindle Flame, Burning Head, that'll be good to get as well, the Hekate's Blessing. But don't worry about that just yet. Now, let's get him some more archers. Alright, now we can start building some buildings here. Firstly, we want a slave pen. So that increases all the various slave incomes and that sort of thing around here. We want lots of slave income here. That reduces public order, but we don't want to do that. So let's just increase our growth. Growth's quite important at this stage of the game. So if we go into our income here, what are we making? So we've got 770 income, roughly, 1% going down. Does affect the public order. Oh, there you go. So our actual slave income is 53, and minus 2. That's right. It's only 450 slaves after all. You can't expect a lot from that. Just that many slaves. Slaving away in their slave factories. How many times can you say slave in one episode? So at least with the Dark Elf slavery, they are quite open with their slaving policy. Men, women, children, they don't really care whether or not you're essentially a sentient race or anything like that. No problem. If you're a different race, the same race as them, equal opportunistic slavery. So it's not any of that terrible racist slavery you hear so much about. It's full on rainbow of slavery. Yeah. May as well just. Oh, jeez, I lost 195. Okay. That one probably shouldn't have been auto-resolved then. We've got a war banner. How exciting. An extra 5 leadership for a bunch of dudes with already high leadership. Fantastic. Another 259 slaves we will loot and occupy. And now we should be on the verge of, yep, nice revolt. That's fine. Masters. Masters are really good. They've got an ability that reduces your slave decline rate, so you kind of want them. Then you want them to just kind of hang out in the province, you know, look pretty, that sort of stuff. So we definitely want some masters. And we got our choose or die, so we get more slaves now. We get more income from them, I should say. And we want founded on tyranny, so that we can have more growth. Don't really need that, but you need to get all 3 of these to be able to go through to the next tier. So really, once you get some of these, you need to go through to the next tier. You don't really need any of this. Income from sacking could be good. The main thing you do want to be able to go to is Forged Kill. That's not what you're after though. You're after hit and run for your additional shade damage, because shades are freaking awesome. And Reaper Bolt Thrower damage. That's also awesome because that's extra range for your Dark Shards and Corsairs and Shades, so that's fantastic as well. With the more ammo, yeah, there's a lot of decent stuff. With a rebellion imminent, we're going to do nothing about it because we don't need to. It'll be fine. It will be fine. If all things go correctly, and they should, we'll be back around there before they can break in. We really do want that Armor of Midnight. But all we need to do is keep slaving for that. So what do we have? So yeah, we've already got 197 battle captives, so it's pretty damn good though. 20% physical resistance, -2 wound recovery. Oh yes, that's right, we should do some recruiting. Oh, we've only got, don't have a lot of gold. Turns out, that's right. Next turn we'll send our sorceress ahead again, and we'll have Malekith follow along after her. He'll like that, just follow her around the place. Go, sorceress, go. Do what I tell you to do. You're a slave without being called one. Or maybe she does get called slave, I don't know. You know, it's Dark Elf society is complex. Or insane, you know. Insane, complex, it's all good. Alright, let's get Malekith here. And because it looks like they're on their way up, let's see if we can ambush them. If we can, we'll be able to just some clan rats and stuff. That'll be a nice slaughter. If we can ambush them, of course. If they move, which they didn't. That sucks. But that's right. Oh! Hello. What are you doing there? Yep. And now that we have that, that means we can get a black arc. So let's get our black arc, I think. Oh no, I won't have the money now, will I? No. Okay, I've got the slaves for it, so let's do that. Because it comes under rights. Can't recruit him yet, but that's alright. Now, as a fleet master, he is automatically unbreakable, which I've never quite understood, but whatever. Alright, so we found Clan Septic in there. Get him. No, he's gonna flee. We'll hit Rakto Gorge then. Oh, okay, I shouldn't have auto resolved that one. That was an unwise move. Oh well. Alright, so we've got Iron Mountain now.
Sorceress of Nag, I can feel their power.
Alright, on the plus side we do have 4,000 gold, so I can replenish my stocks here of them. And I can throw another one of them in. We've still got room. And I can recruit my Black Ark. Now what we want to do with him is pop him in there. Put him into Dread Expansion. That way he grows a bit faster. I think. Maybe not. And we want to... I think keep that actually for the moment. You have gone up a level, so that's good. For that very suggestive Burning Head. We're not going to upgrade that at the moment. Let's actually just repair. And here we're going to go for growth in income from slaves. And you are going to get more captives still. Right. Ready to go through another end turn. Right. So he thinks he's all big, getting right up in my grill like that. Unfortunately, what he's actually doing is blocking me from going the direction I want to. Which makes me sad. But I'm not actually going to fight him. Because doing that, he'll probably just run away and I need to get back to Nagron. Oh, he's not actually blocking me. Okay, well, in that case, let's just do the sprint. Okay, we're going to go that way. Oh, okay. That wasn't quite what I intended, but oh well. We don't always do what we intend.
What is this foolishness?
Alright, so she should probably put Nagorond under siege next turn, this end turn, maybe. Then we can jump her from behind turn after. Won't be able to just this turn, it'll be another turn beforehand. Good. That's alright. Alright. Mr. Malekith. Now, we don't want him in Force March, because Force March would be bad at this point. Alright, so next turn, we're not going to quite be able to get to her, but we'll have everything ready for the turn after that. I'm going to go for growth first. 23, so that'll put us up to, yeah, 90. That's alright. Go through the end turn once more. And let's put down our rebellion. So for now, while we're training stuff up, we're probably going to spend a lot of time farming rebellions in Naggarond. So we should be able to have one every second turn, I think. We might even go to war with them, maybe, but more than likely Haggrafe will actually give her a bit of a kicking. Anyway. We're going to have another rebellion next turn, and so we want to get rid of this one before that happens. Let's have a look at our... Good, good. Another 192 slaves. Thank you. And Malekith gets the other Trickster's Shard. Now, I would have fought that one, but we would have gone overtime, so I don't want to do that. Evasion for her. And Malekith. It's more dreaded slaver. After this, it'll most likely be either probably infamous raider, actually. More money from raiding, looting, and sacking. And we actually loot every time we take over a settlement, so more money's a good thing. You are going to get some walls and growth building, and we'll upgrade you.
Lord of the Black Court.
You got a level from that fight. It's actually why it's good to keep him in there. And we're going to give him the same kinds of stuff. So we're back to imminent rebellion here. I think having him in there means I can't put Malekith in there. But that's alright. We know where the rebellion's going to be. It's going to be like over here-ish. And that is going to happen in the next episode. So, hopefully you've been okay with the way this first episode has panned out. We've managed to put together the initial province, wipe out Clan Septic, and put down that first rebellion. Unfortunately, I did auto-resolve it through, so it is what it is, but next time there will be much less of that. And hopefully I will see you then. So until then, have a good one.